If you're a fan of Huawei, then this one's all about you. The company just took the wraps off two new mid-range phones, and despite being mid-range, they're definitely worth a look. The two new phones are the Nova and the Nova Plus. If you're familiar with this sort of thing, then you'll know that they're basically both the same phone, but the Nova Plus is the larger 5.5-inch edition, which is the one we have here, and the regular Nova is a 5-inch edition. Much of the specifications are the same, but a few things are a little bit different. Both phones have a 1080p display, but the interesting differences start when we look at the cameras. The regular Nova has a 12-megapixel main camera and an 8-megapixel front-facing camera, whereas the Nova Plus, which is this one, has a 16-megapixel rear-facing camera. On the rear of the device, you can see the now familiar fingerprint sensor. Huawei made a big deal about how on this phone it's a 3D fingerprint sensor. So they claim that unlike other phones where you can take a copy of the fingerprint and you can get access to the handset, with the 3D fingerprint reader, you won't be able to do that. They didn't go into too much detail about how that works, but it sounds good if true. Despite being mid-range phones, Huawei wanted to make sure that there was a decent battery life on both versions. So the regular Nova has a 3020 milliamp hour battery, which may sound like Greek to you, but they explained it in very simple terms. You can get 5 hours of Pokemon Go, or you can take 1,000 pictures. And this one, the Nova Plus, has a slightly bigger battery, like an extra 10%, so you can expect to get even more out of this guy. While Huawei is selling these as mid-range phones, the prices are definitely a little bit on the higher end of that mid-range. The regular Nova comes in at €399. The Nova Plus, probably the one you want, comes in at €429. When the dollar prices are announced, expect them to be very close to that, maybe a little bit different. Decent camera and battery life are certainly good features for a pair of mid-range phones, so if the price seems right to you, then it's certainly worth checking out.